Whoa, invincibility. Hello there, and welcome back to the creepy woods of Kolyma. This is MaitreDesBlocs here, and today we're gonna play our 9th episode, I think. Yeah, I think it's 9th, of King's Quest to Redux. So guys, last episode, amazing progress we did. Finally got the second out of 3 gems for the Door of Destiny. We just need one more, the Death Gem. And before we left last time, we found a werewolf. I wonder if he's still there. He is not. Well,
there's no way you're going back in there.
Okay. Let's not push our luck. But yeah, the monk of that church is a werewolf. So, and he said that he wanted to kill us, but not yet. And since it's finally nighttime now, I think we can look for some events of some places we can go to that we could not do earlier. I want to go to the city sometime, but not yet. For now, I'm going to visit the dwarf's house. Aha! There is some smoke going. There is someone in there.
You rap on the treehouse door and wait a moment, but get no response.
There is someone in there, though. Are you going to get out?
Smoke rises from the chimney. It is too narrow to climb into, even if you could reach it, which you can't. It would not make a good substitute for a smoking pipe.
That's not what I wanted to do.
It isn't open to your ideas. It isn't open, period.
How can we get in there?
There is no reason to use a mallet just now.
Oh, maybe that's what we need to do later. Why is the smoke there all the time? I don't remember. Maybe it was, after all. Okay, not there then. Wow, this place is creepy at night. Let's go to the city. He's walking so slowly. Go up there. It is closed.
The gates are locked tight. You cannot open the gates. They have been well secured from the other side.
Can I climb the wall?
The walls are there to protect the citizens from the dangers of the forest. They would not be easy to climb.
Alright, so that's one thing. The city is now out of possibility. At least that eliminates one area of searching. There is nothing left with the church. There is nothing left with the walkway. We still have something to do with the house. I don't know what. What are the pumpkins doing? They're sleeping. Alright. You know what? For you guys, just so I don't have to wait all that time. Woo! Super speedy! Oh. Oh. That's right. Yeah, the house is another thing we did not do yet. Can I go inside? Oh, man.
Oh, sir. Have you seen my little granddaughter? She ventured to the town to buy food for me, but has not yet returned. I fear she may be in peril. The forest is not safe at night.
No, it is not. That's it.
Perhaps you should try locating the elderly woman's granddaughter before venturing back into the house.
Okay, we're gonna come back later. Man, this game is so cool. I love it. Let's go to the swamp. The swamp was already creepy in the day. Oh man. Everything is so different at night. Save. This almost looks even brighter at night, actually. Huh. Well, the horse said...
It looks like a normal sugar cube. It does have a bit of sparkle, though.
The horse said... Flying horse. Yeah, I know. Can we trust flying horses now? Maybe. Well, it said that this would protect us against the black magic of the forest. I wonder if that includes poisonous water.
After swallowing the magic sugar cube, you get a feeling of invincibility.
Whoa,
You feel
invincibility.
the poisonous water seeping into your skin. Its potency takes effect immediately, and you perish within seconds.
That was so invincible. Okay, that's not what it meant. Dang it! Because I know that the third gem is in the swamp. And I know it has something to do with the leader of Kolyma. That has disappeared for so long. Where that leader even lives? Like, there's no castle, there's no king, there is nothing. Oh, I'm not going there. Don't know why, but that doesn't tell me a good impression. And usually, following my gut in these games helped me a lot. Let's go. Okay. Where is the little granddaughter of that woman, I wonder? Well, that elderly lady, I should say.
As you approach, you recognize the child. It is Possum, the little girl you helped earlier today. You see the little girl crying. What could have happened, and why is she out so late at night?
Are you all right? What happened?
I went into town to buy some chicken soup for my grandma. I always try to reach home before dark, but this eve I lost my way and was attacked.
Attacked? A wolf attacked you?
No, not by a wolf, a dwarf.
For a moment, you're not sure that you heard correctly.
A dwarf, did you say?
Uh-huh. He jumped out at me, took my food, and then ran away.
Listen, I'm going to try to find this dwarf that you say stole your food. You get back to your grandma, understand?
Possum nods, says a soft thank you, and heads back home.
Twist of plot. I wonder if the monk is the wolf in this tale. And if the grandma will die or not. Okay, the dwarf. I know he's in there.
You rap on the treehouse door and wait a moment, but get no response. You rap on the treehouse door and wait a moment, but get no response.
You know what? How many times can I knock this door?
You rap on the treehouse door and wait a moment, but get no response.
Is it how many times you do
You
it?
rap on the treehouse door and wait a moment, but get no response.
Will you find... Oh. Oh, not yet the mallet.
There is no reason.
Aw, dang it. Oh, sure, that would work.
Brandishing your sword.
Yeah, brandishing your sword may make you appear as a blah blah blah.
A stab in the dark.
My gosh! Pick the lock.
You jab mercy. You jab. What is this? There's a door built into the trunk of a large tree. It appears to be closed. Evidently, this tree forms part of a subterranean dwelling. Many trees shape. Gray rocks litter the forest floor. Don't bother. Evidently, this tree. Gray rocks.
Maybe I'm not even supposed to go in there after all. Or not yet. Let me go back to the grandmother. And then I'm gonna see. Is it this way? I hope it's this way. No, it's not. I think it's one screen lower. Yep.
Welcome. Come in, please. Possum told me to expect you.
Maybe she will give me the object I need to open the dwarf's house. Even though I think if you smash your sword against a wooden door, you know what? You can get the better out of it, but still.
Grandma looks pale and weak. She must be ailing. She's dressed in a warm flannel nightgown. White curls peek out from her flannel nightcap. Grandma looks too weak to talk at length. Perhaps there's a way to make her feel better.
Ah. Is that what it is? Do I have to give her the youth potion? Say, just in case.
The elderly lady is not interested in that.
Oh, come on. That would have been smart. This?
The elderly...
This.
The elderly...
This?
The elder... You can think of no immediate use for the candle, so decide not to light it here. The little girl is fast asleep.
Aww. I can't talk.
The little girl is sound asleep. Do not wake her.
Alright. Well...
Watch it. Whatever she has might be catching.
How can we help her?
A beautiful vase is filled with pretty flowers.
Let's look around to see if there's an object that's worth
A
picking.
worn armchair sits in a corner of the room. A beautiful vase is filled with pretty flowers.
Pretty flowers.
A beautiful
and
vase.
Another pretty flowers. Okay. There's a drawer.
A chest of drawers sits by the bed. It's not polite to search through other people's drawers. You should know better than that, Graham.
Oh, why did they want me to get into this house if there wasn't something for me to pick up? I know there is something here for me to pick up.
This is the home of Possum's grandma. It is comfortably furnished. Frilly curtains cover the windows, flowers are in the vases. The elderly woman is lying on a wooden bed in a cloud of pillows and coverlets.
I'm running out of ideas. What about that?
The elderly lady...
I knew it. Well then what? We don't have the object yet. Huh?
The elderly...
That?
The elder...
She's not interested in anything. That's all that was to be done here. Okay. Bye. More mail?
You open the mailbox.
No, you did not get any more mail, girl. Man. Okay. You have to go in the swamp. The question is, how do we go in the swamp? Can I hang something there so the dwarf comes?
That is
Oh yeah, it breaks spells. Well, that won't be of great use. I know I have to get in there, but how? What the heck?
You rap on the treehouse door and wait a moment, but get no response.
I know that, but does the dwarf come out if I hide? I was not far enough.
You watch as a little man runs out of the door, which has been built into a tree. You surmise that you have found the culprit's home. The vague aroma of chicken soup confirms it. That fiend.
Go in there. No. Get inside.
Finding the door ajar, you cautiously open it and step inside the tree.
Go down. Go there. Alright, what is this? That looks like a face. That looks so much like a face.
The elaborate display cabinet sitting to one side of the room looks heavy and expensive. You begin to wonder how the tiny dwarf managed to move it all the way down here by himself without damaging it. There is a pot of chicken soup boiling over the fire.
Take it.
You grab the handle of the bubbling pot of chicken soup. You take it with you. It seems you have entered the underground home of the thieving little dwarf. It is cozy with a fire crackling in the hearth. There is a trunk tucked away in the corner.
Where's the trunk?
It's a large, empty barrel balancing on the rickety table. You notice the shelf is located quite high up on the wall for such a small dwarf. Then you see the barrel on the table, and things start to make sense. The dwarf must climb on it whenever he needs access to the shelf. Moving the barrel, there's nothing on the shelf except for
Okay, there's a chest.
an old trunk rests in the corner of this hovel. Upon opening the trunk, you find a number of items that the dwarf has obviously stolen and stashed away. Among them are some gold coins. They display the distinctive face of the first king. They could only have come from the magic chest of Daventry.
Oh man. Sneaky dwarf, you stole some items of my country. What am I gonna do with it? Oh.
A very sharp knife has been stabbed into the table. Its blade reflects the light from the burning fire.
Take it.
That's not a knife. The knife you found under a rock one time? Now that was a knife.
Okay. I really hope we're done here. Let's get out.
You hear the latch fall into place again as the door closes behind you.
Let's get out of here. Okay, we have the soup. Let's go give it back to her grandmother. Hello? I have some soup for you. How do you like that?
It is a little too cold to be serving to frail old ladies.
Ah, I see.
You place the now cold chicken soup over the crackling fire once more. After it heats up to eating temperature, you remove it again.
Okay. Now, do you like that?
You offer the soup to Possum's grandma, introduce yourself, and wait courteously while the frail elderly lady eats the nourishing meal. When she is finished, she sets the empty bowl down elsewhere and turns her attention towards you.
If you would like to speak with me for a while, I would welcome your company. A person should never turn away a visitor, especially when she reaches the twilight of her life.
You can't help but feel a sense of finality in the old woman's words.
You must have something in return for your kindness. You do not need to risk your safety for an old, worn-out woman like myself. Look under the bed. You should find something to keep you a little warmer on a cold night like this.
You peer under the bed and find a thick black cloak. Lying atop it is a beautiful ruby-encrusted ring. You pick both up with reverence.
I could not possibly take these fine things from you.
Oh, please. I want you to have them. Nights in Kolyma are cold, believe me. As for the ring, well, perhaps it is better that I do not have it to remind me.
As you wish. You have a charming young granddaughter.
Grandma smiles at you graciously.
She is a treasure to me. I would do anything to ensure that no harm comes to her.
If I may inquire, what became of her parents?
Grandma frowns, and her eyes darken for a moment before she forces a melancholy smile to her face.
They were lost to us many years ago. I am afraid dear Possum never really knew her parents.
It must have been a daunting task raising a child by yourself, especially at your,
At my age? I am certainly not as young as I used to be, and there is no shame in that. I have tried to raise her as best I could to keep her safe and well. However, I fear that as of late the reverse has become truer.
If you please, I was hoping you might tell me of the cloak and ring's origin.
The old woman closes her eyes as if the memory she seeks is painful to her senses.
They were my husband's. He was a proud man, the last of his line. His family had been rich, a great deal of old money, you might say. They lived in that castle you might have seen to the north. Its location upon that island is evidence of how much they valued their privacy. He was a good man, my husband. He took care of me. Certainly he had his strange habits. Most men do, if you will pardon me for saying so. I suspect that he practiced magic, so I could never catch him in the act. He would frequently journey afar, taking that black cloak with him wherever he went, to places he would not talk about. He said that it represented something important to a certain group of people, and that I was never to mention it to anyone. But he was always there for me, always. Until that fateful night. We had been married just over a year, and I was heavy with child. We were both out walking in the weirwood forest late one night. The air was warm, and in our youth we paid little attention to the world and its many dangers. Besides, there was a full moon. We could see clearly enough. A shadow passed over us. We looked up, thinking it might have been a stray cloud. It was not. Descending upon us like a demon was the largest, most hideous bat I had ever seen. Its fangs were bared, and it dove straight for me. I must have screamed. My husband flung himself in front of me to protect me. He swung his arms about frantically in hopes of warding the horrid thing away. Perhaps he was trying to cast a spell, but could not recall how in his panic. It paid him no heed and would not be deterred. It swooped again and again relentlessly. At one point, my husband's hand must have clipped the bat's wing because it lost control and crashed into his shoulder. He tried to wrest the foul creature away, but then he shrieked suddenly. The horrid thing had bitten him. He never did recover from that incident. He just faded with each passing hour. Within 2 days of the attack, my husband had died. We buried him on his family's plantation on the island. Sometimes when I sleep, I can feel him watching over me, guarding me, protecting me. I think he is waiting for my time to come so we can be together always.
The old lady seems to be dozing off. You can barely hear her final words.
I miss him so.
Telling the story has clearly taken a great deal out of her. You watch the old woman a moment and notice her labored breathing as she sleeps. Despite the little girl's tireless daily efforts, perhaps there's nothing more to be done.
They're both asleep. Oh.
Sister Agatha, my dear, tell me you have good news.
The king has arrived in Kolyma, father.
That is not what I meant.
Yes. Well, he appears to be quite resourceful. It seems his reputation was not totally exaggerated.
He's still alive?
For now, but that will change soon, I think. The king has discovered that one of the gems he seeks is in the possession of a colleague of ours. Do you remember? Kaldor.
Yes. Is he still trustworthy?
Totally. Still sharp, and there's no questioning his loyalty. My humblest apologies, father, but would it not have been simpler for you to have dealt with Graham personally?
Fool! Imagine the ensuing chaos where Daventry's king murdered in his own land. How then would I be able to search for the item?
I see.
Failure is not an option.
Understood, father.
Keep me informed, preferably of good King Graham's death.
Okay. That seems to say, okay, a lot of things happened. The person who hired Hagatha and says he's his father, her father, is someone in Daventry. A whole lot of possibilities start to encounter my... Oh, man. Hold on. Is he the guy that we talked to in the first time? Is he the guy who sent us on this mission? He wants to take our place. I forgot who it was. The old man talked to in the throne room in the first time. Plus, that bat encounter seemed too much like something of a vampire encounter to be not taken attention of. I think we have affair with a vampire. Well, that's just my guess. Let's go back to the swamp. Can we finally go now? Wait, let me see. I was going to see what happens with the bat symbol, but yeah, we can't enter there even if we wanted. Let's go in the swamp. This is my question. There's a whole swamp we need to traverse. How can we do that?
You place the silver cross and chain around your neck and wear it as a necklace.
Is the water okay now? No.
You feel the poisonous water seeping into your skin.
There must be a trick. What the heck is
black
that?
cloak.
Let's take the money.
You have no reason to throw that.
We maybe need to throw something in the water. What could that be? This?
You have no. You have no.
Come on. We can't go north, right? Yeah, north is not an option. Is there some ground we missed? Like here, for example. We can't even reach the water from there. Can we go below? No.
It is too heavy to move or carry around with you, and climbing onto it would not be productive.
All right. Well, it seems like we still missed something, and I cannot figure out what it could be. So, I think that's going to be it for this episode of King's Quest II Redux. 9th episode. Let me guess, how many would there be left? 2? Maybe 3? Yeah, we're really close. But yeah, I'm gonna search some of this off camera, try to search for what I missed. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for having stayed with me through this, and I hope you enjoyed. And for this one, that's it, and I'll see you next time. MaitreDesBlocs out.